Despite notable strides towards development by some African countries, the continent is still struggling. Africa is confronted with threats such as terrorism, organized crimes, weak economy, and poor governance that scare away investors. African Chiefs of Defense Conference was held in Nairobi Wednesday. Kenyan President William Ruto says Africa will become the world's largest workforce by 2050.
With over 60% of our population under the age of 25, the continent is set to become the world's largest workforce by 2050, offering a dynamic labor pool for global industries.
The head of state says the continent that is endowed with mineral resources will also take the lead in global food security and green energy transition. UN Trade and Development's 2024 report states that the continent is vulnerable to reliance on foreign markets. Saipan Tuya, Kenya's Cabinet Secretary for Climate, Environment and Forestry, says Africa should leverage defense strategies for resilience and constructive engagement.
Your Excellency, allow me also to state that as we convene here today, we do it at the backdrop of a global security environment which is undergoing profound shifts. Strategic competition, evolving technologies, climate-induced fragility, and transnational threats are really redrawing the boundaries of national and regional security. These dynamics demand that we recalibrate our defense postures, not just for defense and response, but also for foresight, resilience, and constructive engagement.
The UN Trade and Development calls for investment in transport to support intra-Africa trade. The U.S. Charge d'Affaires AI in Nairobi, Dr. Mark D. Dillard, says Western investors will only invest in Africa when there is a stable security for trade and investment.
Our economic partnerships flourish in countries where security provides the stability required for robust trade and investment. That is to say that when African nations are more secure, when this region is more stable, the world, including the United States, is safer and more prosperous.
On 20th January 2025, the UN Security Council said over 3,200 terrorist attacks and 8,400 civilian casualties were recorded between January and December 2024. Mamer Abraham Quad, reporting for IT News in Malakal, South Sudan.